Okay guys, this is Daniel Zinkgraf again here with Zbros Archery. I have a CBE sight here, very nice sight, very rigid sight, with a Shrewd scope. This is my friend Blake Kidder's scope, and he likes to have his very dark. So he uses that and some scope covers to really get it really dark. Now the cool thing about Shrewd is they use an 832 hole, and they use these holes all the way around the scope housing. So they have 832 all the way around. Now I'm going to be talking today about our fire pin setup. I use the word fire pin very loosely. It's just a very well-known name. Across the archery market, that's what most people refer to it as. It's just a very short piece of fiber that runs down into the 832 housing. So to set this one up, it's easy. Of course, you set up your sight light right here. You're going to strap it to the actual system that you're using, the sight bar. And then you have your 832 LED housing. Now Blake likes to run an up pin. I don't know if y'all guys can see that there. He runs an up pin here. So he just has a piece of fiber that's ran through the pin and down into this actual LED housing here. So this LED housing comes with a piece of, actually it's two pieces of tubing, fiber tube. It's a large fiber tube and a medium fiber tube, and that 10 thousandths fiber or 19 thousandths fiber will run down right into the middle here. Now if you have a 29 thousandths fiber, we will just not install that medium tubing in there so that you can get your 19 thousandth fiber to slide right in. Okay. So if you look right down here, and I don't know if y'all can see it, but the fiber is just dangling right here. That's what you'll need to do. It's just about an inch, around an inch, maybe even a little bit less, maybe a little more depending on the user, but it's about an inch of fiber tube. And what you do, of course Blake has a lens on here, so I can't reach from that side, is you bring the fiber out of the hole like this, and you install the 832 LED housing right in to the scope. You tighten it down, you snap it together, and then you install the cap, and you're good to go. See how bright that gets? This is the way I like to run majority of a CBE or a Shrewd or a Viper scope, because you can get that fiber to really crank out the light, especially on a bright day, or you're using a blue fiber. It's very hard to get a very strong fiber intensity on a bright day to get it bright enough for your target. So that's the setup on that. Now remember, with your Shrewd scopes, you also have a side hole here. I think it's for ambidextrous mounting, or maybe it's just for a side light. I'm not exactly sure, but this is a 7/16 20, a 7/16 20 hole. It's tapped, and we also offer that. So if the guys that just like to have the fiber poking right out of the lens, you running a straight fiber and you just want to side light that fiber, then that's a perfect way to go on that. Now remember, with Shrewd, you can mount that pin any which way you want. So you can run a down pin, you can run an up pin. A down pin's pretty cool because you never cut into your elevation. But if you're shooting 3D anyway, you probably won't ever have to run into elevation problems with this. But if you're out shooting at Redding or something like that, you're probably going to have elevation issues, clearance issues with this. Guys, thanks for tuning in, and come and see our next video.